And we live, baby. What's going on, guys? This is Dion, and I'm back with another daily Fanduel on a building video for today, uh, June 8th. This is a Thursday, man. Actually feeling pretty good about today just because I'm going to a Yankee game. Hopefully, that'll be a little bit of luck for me. And if we beat the Red Sox, even better. So, on that note, I don't even know why I'm at this screen. But on that note, let's just jump right into the slate. We have what is it, about 8 game slate? It's a few games in the evening. I think it's 4 games actually in the evening. So we got the whole schedule right here. 110. Yep, it's 4 games. So and then the rest of the games in the late in the start after 7. So we're just gonna be focusing on the main slate pitchers and hitters. So let's do just that. So the first game on the docket we have the Miami Marlins at the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pretty I would say a pitcher's park with two pitchers that have shown some upside this year to be good pitchers. So Addison Volquez just coming off his no hitter, his 2 walk no hitter against the who was it against? Oh, the D-backs, and then we got Garrett Cole. I think he died last start. I'm not even sure. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. So uh yeah, I would say he died. He gave up 7 earned runs, which is not good at all. Look at his game log for drafting points. Oh, sorry, I want to go to FanDuel. Let's see how much he had for FanDuel. Even though it doesn't matter, but let's go to game logs. 18 FanDuel points, horrible. So he still has 6 strikeouts. So even we've seen that. Let me go to a good game. Actually, I don't want to just crap all over Garrett Cole. We've seen some upside. Look at this game versus the Brewers. 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, only 1 earned run. Let's see if we can find another solid start for my boy. I like this start right here versus the Nats. Didn't strike out a lot, but got it done. So we just seen some upside from him here. He got a few strikeouts, a few games with 8 strikeouts. He actually has 3, so we're gonna give him some props. But let's take a look at some of these numbers. We're gonna go to the spreadsheet. Have a lot of these things up. So what I usually like to do, I like to separate it by Sierra. These are supposed to be predictive stats for pitchers in the future. Well, what the ERA should look like. I guess by the end of the season, or what it should look like if they didn't have any luck on their side or anything like that. So, what do we have? Garrett Cole. He's actually the. Let me put it from best to worst. Actually, that looks better here. Let me bring this up. So, if you look at it, Garrett Cole's actually the fifth best pitcher as far as Sierra goes. You might even be able to put him above because David Price, he's only started 2 games, so we really don't have much to go off of. So, not a decent enough sample size. But actually, when you think about it, David Price went up against two great lefty hitting teams. I think one was the White Sox, and the second game was it Detroit? Let me take a look at it real quick. I think it was Detroit. Nah, it wasn't Detroit. It was okay. It was the Orioles. Not a great lefty hand team, but still. And he actually owns them in his career, so it's not surprising. But yeah, like I said, it's too small of a sample size. But we're gonna take a look at Garrett Cole. He has a 4.02 Sierra, but now we're gonna actually look at his handiness split. So we'll go here. Look at where he ranks. His ERA versus lefties would be a 4.13. 43.2 ground ball rate with a 42.2 hard contact. So, 42.2 hard contact is not what you like to see out of pitcher. Let's highlight his name actually, so it's easy for you guys to see what I'm looking at. So, 42.2 hard contact. We can scroll through some other stats. Only a 19% K rate. The whip is 1.31. So, let's see what his walk rate is. We got that here. It is 3.8, so he's actually not walking. He's actually not walking batters, pull rate. That's if you want to see all those other things. So we'll take a look to see if anybody's in the chat. Let me lower this mic. So only got one viewer right now. That one viewer is me, but shout out to me. So we're gonna pretty much go back to the spreadsheet. So Garrett Cole is one of the better pitchers on the slate. So now we looked at his xFIP versus lefties. I think we can actually go look at the righties now. How he fares versus righties, 3.7, so even better. Higher ground ball rate, softer contact, and he's getting a team in the Marlins, who I don't think have been that great this year. I mean, they've had some pretty decent games in the last few games in Wrigley, but not a great team by any stretch of the imagination. Well, they actually been hitting better, I will say, since Stan went to the 2 hole. But let's go take a look at it right now. See Marlins. Let's take a look at some WOBA because pretty much we just eliminated righties out the off rip. So we got the Marlins right here. If you guys don't see, we'll take a look at some of these numbers. The WOBAs versus righties. So okay, Miguel Rojas 4-1 WOBA, but he's been injured for the longest. He's not playing. Marcelo Zuna pretty high WOBA, 21.2% K rate, which isn't great. 309 average is good, but still. What do we look at? Justin Board 376 WOBA, but I think he's injured. I'm not sure when he's coming back. Let me take a look at it again. He was placed on a 10-day disabled list, so we're not really scared of any first baseman there, which I think would be Tyler Moore. Yep, it's Tyler Moore. I think Tyler or maybe Dietrich is playing first base for them now. I don't know what they're doing out there. But let's go back. So we can eliminate 2 of their best righty hitters. So we got one guy with a above 330 WOBA versus righties, Justin Bohr. Marcelo Zuna. Christian Yelich 333. Now that's pretty much the cutoff spot for me. I usually like to look at guys that I think are safe with a WOBA of about 330 or so, 330 or higher. Then we got D Gordon, a ground ball hitter who doesn't have much contact, doesn't hit for much hard contact. Pitcher's Park as well. But the one thing that makes him interesting is that Garrett Cole isn't good at holding base runners. So if he gets on base, that'll probably be a problem. And then the rest of the team just hasn't looked amazing. The only thing that I can say about that is they're not striking out. Like if you look at the middle, the guys that are not getting on base as well, they're not really striking out that much. So this K rate probably is not intriguing for a tournament. But we really don't want to play anybody against Garrett Cole as well. I'll probably fade that game for the most part, or am I lying? Edison Volquez, though, even though he's coming off a no-hitter, he has had his struggles with lefties. Let's take a look. What's it at? A 4.93 xFIP, and that probably actually went down after the last game where he freaking had, I think it was 10 strikeouts, and he went the complete game. So 4.93 xFIP, 40.9 ground ball rate, 44 HC. Anything above 4.5, we like to target. And I'm actually a little under the influence. So if you hear me eating food, it's to sober up a little bit. So don't kill me. Let's see what he pitches, though. Volquez likes to throw the fastball 60% of the time. Then the curveball changeup. But that changeup is his lovely secondary pitch. So let's take a look at some of the Pirates' bats. The lefties, Polanco, Frazier, Bell. It'll be interesting to see if oh no, Jaso can't start. It's not an AL game anymore, so it'll probably just be those 3 lefties. So let's actually take a look at how these guys fare against the changeup. And damn, I forgot the other pitch. It was a changeup and the curveball. Okay. Better pitch value. Go down, scroll. Here we go. So we're gonna look for the lefties for the most part. Josh Bell, all right. Curveball, changeup. So 3, okay, that's pretty good. Changeup, not so much. Any positive number is pretty good. Now the higher the positive number, usually the best I've seen will probably be like 12 point something on that, and that's usually on a fastball. But on the all-speed pitch, for you to be above 2 is great. So I like Josh Bell there. Goes to the changeup more. Any of these guys kill the changeup? Damn, I don't see Adam. Oh, Adam Frazier. I got. Okay. Adam Frazier not killing the changeup, not killing the curveball. Damn. Not really doing too much in the pitcher's park too. Well, let's see if he's a ground ball hitter. Oh, sorry if my chewing in your ears annoying, but I need these fries. All right. What the hell? My spreadsheet is acting drunk. What the hell is Oh, here we go. Sheesh. All right, got him right here. So Adam Frazier, let's see if he's a ground ball hitter or not. Yep, he is. I actually want to bring that over here. I don't really care about caught stealing or anything like that. I hate when this thing starts acting stupid. Then we also want to bring the hard contact. Bring that all the way here by the ground ball rate. Because this is what we like to use to predict home runs, man. If you have a hard contact rate, but you're a ground ball pitcher, it doesn't mean much unless you're going against a fly ball pitcher. But if the pitcher is a pretty decent ground ball pitcher and you're a ground ball hitter, it's not predictive. It's not helping or not a stat that leads you to believe that person's in a good spot to hit a home run. So, okay? We're good. Frazier, 50% ground ball hitter. He's a fave for me. Let's take a look at Josh Bell. 50% ground ball rate. Polanco, 48. So we see that Volquez has struggled a little bit against lefties, but that ground ball rate is atrocious. Got two viewers now. We lit. Shout out to you guys for being up at 3:49 in the morning. So yeah, those guys are faves for the most part for me. Move on to the next game, David Price Pineda. I'll just be real frank with you. I'm a Yankee fan, so there ain't no way in hell I'm playing any Red Sox versus Pineda. Nah, I'm joking. Let's look at some of these stats. So I'm pitching. Pineda, second lowest Sierra on the slate. That's all I'm gonna say. And the ground ball rate is at 50%. That's all I'm gonna say. Michael Pineda, 3.52 xFIP to lefties. 52% ground ball pitcher to them. Against righties now. 3.25 xFIP. 48% ground ball. Like, so this guy not even giving them much hard contact, but he is in a pitcher. I mean, he is in a hitter's park. So let's just see what pitches he likes to throw. Even though I already know it's that slider. That four seam and that slider. So Pineda, we got him right here. 50% fastball, 40% slider. So pretty much so he throws and occasionally the changeup. So let's take a look. See if any of the Red Sox righties, well, any of these guys hit that pitch. Okay. Slider, -3, -3.5. Okay, Jackie Bradley hits it a little bit. Bogarts hits it. Christian Vasquez, who I'm not worried about. Okay, so Bogarts and JBJ, but now let's take a look to see their batted ball, see if they're ground ball, because we already seen that Pineda's a ground ball pitcher. So let's take a look to see any of the Red Sox bats, any fly ball hitters to negate the ground ball rate. All right, we got it right here. All right, ground ball, Bogarts, and then we want to see JBJ. 41% ground ball rate, so not gonna be able to do it. JBJ got some pretty decent hard contact though. Let's see, Bogarts 30.5, not too much. Not gonna really go at price like that. We just know the Yankees kill him, man. Just like Yankees. Alligator now. 4.51 xFIP versus lefties. 5.32 versus righties. Now this is interesting. Not a fly ball pitch. I mean, not a ground ball pitcher to righties. So 30.7 hard contact. Let's look at the ballpark. Okay, it's in Washington, but which is the pitcher's park. But we'll take a look to see what he throws. Asher doesn't really like throwing that fastball, and the velocity is only around 91. I see why. He loves this cutter though. At 88, 34. Throws his cutter 34% of the time. And he throws his curveball 14. So let's just take a look to see some of the Nats. The Nats righties. We'll do both actually. Cutter. Nobody on this team crushes the cutter. Now we don't know how many at bats they had against it. But with some games in, with like a third into the season, I'm pretty sure they faced a few of them. Nobody hits the cutter. Now what's the other pitch he throws? Where's he at? Oh, here you go. Oh, that's pitch value. Freak, I'm retarded. I like Asher. Curveball, changeup. Curveball. Let's see who kills the curveball. Zimmerman. Eaton, who's not there anymore. Nope. Nobody really questions the curveball besides Zimmerman, then the changeup, Zimmerman as well. Well, Zimmerman is actually crushing every pitch, so he's just in play for the most part. One of the best hitters this year in baseball. All right. Go back to the slate. I'm gonna start actually putting together a lineup too. I'll probably throw McCullers out there anyway. So just build around him. So next we got Joe Ross. Let's see, pitching versus left. 3.8 xFIP. Joe Ross versus righties, 4.43 xFIP. The hard contacts there, no ground ball rate. Let's see what it was to lefties too. I didn't look at the ground ball rate. 42.6, 40.8 hard contact though. So pretty much we know all he throws is fastball sliders. We don't really have to look at it, but just to show you guys. 56% of the time fastball, which is around 92. Then he throws a slider 40%. So we already know the two pitches we're gonna get from Joe Ross. Fastball slider. Let's take a look at who crushes them. Let's go on the Orioles. Okay, we're right there. Team right next to each other. Let's see who crushes the slider. Chris Davis 1, Seth Smith 1.3, Adam Jones 2.9, Mark Trumbo 2.5. Sheesh. Young Soo Kim 2. Oh man, Orioles might get to this kid tomorrow. But we're gonna take a look to see who's No, we already know Chris Davis is a fly ball hitter, so I don't need to look at that. Adam Jones, let's take a look. Oh, he's a fly ball hitter to righty, so we don't have to look at Adam Jones. So let's see his price. And he homered today too. Pretty cheap. Steph Smith. And we could get a Trumbo bomb. I'll take it. Let's take a look at his actual pitch value, though. Mm, um, Joe Roth's fastball is horrible. Damn, you can't throw it for nothing. That's nasty. Teams are just killing his fastball. Doesn't have much velocity either, so can't be effective with it. Unless it's like a sinker or a two seam or something, hopefully. So I think the Orioles stock might be sneaky, even in this ballpark with the wind blowing in. Move on to the next game. Derek Holland. I might be the worst and most unprofessional streamer there is. Derek Holland, 5.34 xFIP versus righties, 34.4% ground ball rate. Horrible. 43% hard contact. Horrible. He's going against a Rays team who hasn't really. I don't think they've hit lefties that well either. I'll take a look. See if we get some decent WOBA percentages. And these guys are all trash. So only 4 guys on this team with over a 300 WOBA, and only 1 person with above a 330. Team is trash. I can't stack him against Harlem. Let's look at some hard contact and ground balls rate though. Where the hell is hard contact. Alright, I found it. Why does it keep scrolling down on its own? That just annoys me. Alright, so Daniel Robinson, 26. Like, look at their K rates. Oh my goodness. Derek Norris might be the only person who's striking out under 20% on this team. Jesus Sucre is as well, but he's only had 20 at bats, while Derek Norris has had 35 or 42 plate appearances. All right, so Norris seems to be like the only guy who we can even have some little bit of trust in. 44.8% hard contact, only at 24% ground ball rate. So he's putting the ball in the air. Thing is, he sucks. He's not gonna have no guys in scoring position, but he is at home. And then if he doesn't get a hit in his first 3 at bats, is pretty much game over because the White Sox bullpen has been one of the best in the game this year. So Derek Norris, let's take a look at his price. 2.5 too much for me. Need you at 2.2 or lower. Take a look at some Odorizzi numbers. Pitcher versus right-hand bats. Odorizzi 4.41 xFIP versus lefties now 4.65. So he hasn't been good overall. Horrible ground ball rate. Hard contact is pretty solid though. Horrible ground ball rate. Hard contact is horrible. Hold on, let's take a look at some righties versus him and see what pitches he throws. Odorizzi loves his changeup, I see. Throws 28% of the time, only throws the fastball 46. It's only around 91.8. Okay. Oh, he throws a cutter. Alright. Cutter, changeup. Let's see what we can get from the White Sox. I know the team hasn't been that good offensively, so cutter changer Okay, Top Frazier hits the cutter pretty good. Tim Anderson above average, I guess. Jose Abreu's killing the cutter. Melky's hitting the cutter pretty good. Now the changeup. Jose Abreu, ooh, looking nice already. Tim Anderson and the changeup, okay. Willie Garcia, who I think is injured. Matt Davison, I just can't ever play him though. That's about it. All right. Well, pretty much. If you want to talk to me about some of these other plays from the rest of the games, feel free to hit me up on Twitter at _DRoseJr_. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little bit too out of it to complete this video. So if you support me, man, definitely give this a thumbs up. Comment, leave some love on the in the comment section. I appreciate it, man. But that's about it for today. I'm out of here. Peace.